Hey, good evening, folks. This is the Purple Ladder. Yes, today is, I'm going to say this week, it's been kind of rough for me. I lost my mom at the beginning of the week, and things just been hectic, rough. Took it very hard because I was very close to my mom, and I was the youngest of the family. But I'm not going to talk about that for an entire video. That may be in another video, but my subscribers and the people, you know, just letting you know that if you hadn't heard me in a while, that's been going on. So let's move on. Today, we're going to get into the Purple Ladder Spotlight. And the Purple Ladder Spotlight song is going to be Prince's song New World. Yes, New World. This song has been having a lot of buzz lately because of what's going on in the world today. And you know what's going on in the world today. I'm not going to get into that, but Prince was always ahead of his time. Prince always was always on the cutting edge, and he always knew something way before we did. He's such an innovator, and like I say, we always catching up with Prince. That's why a lot of people can't understand him, man. Or you have some people, hey, they just jealous of his knowledge, or it's just a lot of things, with Prince. But the New World, that song was on the Emancipation album, one of my favorites. So New World is an electronic funk track from 1996 album Emancipation, originally titled Love for One Another. You will hear that throughout the song. The song was intended to be the B-side to Prince's independent release single, The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. Wow. Didn't know that. Warner Brothers refused to allow Prince to release 2 new tracks on his own, so he removed New World and created a driving electronic remix of The Most Beautiful Girl in the World using many of the same synths and drum loops. Wow, that's pretty interesting. Prince had largely eschewed synthesizers and drum machines in the 90s. New World was one of the early experimentations with creating electronic dance music utilizing upgraded computers and gear. Yeah, in 1995, a year before the song's release, his then wife Monte said that Prince was working on a techno album. I can see that. That project never emerged, but many of the tracks intended for it wound up on the back third of Emancipation. Yeah, the third album. The futuristic sounds Prince was creating, he wrote lyrics inspired by 2 classic novels, dystopian science fiction, Aldous Huxley. Wow, Brave New World. Okay. Brave New World. For a future in which humanity, every movie is watched and tracked in addition. Wow. Okay, the song's unease was also informed by Prince's anxiety after the 1994 North Bridge earthquake. That's interesting. Wow. Okay, that's enough info. But yeah, what I think of this song, it it's it was not my personal favorite when it came out. I didn't understand it at the time. 1996. You know, I'm a 23-year-old man at the time, or 24-year-old, whatever. Uh, Liking his album, understanding a lot of songs, understanding songs like, Holy River, but I just never listened to this track as much. But wow, when I started listening to it later on, especially last year and this year, and thinking about what it meant with lyrics, I said, man, this is one of the great tracks for us lyrically that Prince ever wrote. And I'm saying this for as I'm not putting it up with, some of the top tier songs in his catalog. No. Prince got the best catalog of any musician, artist of all time. You know, because he's got so many different songs, so many different genres, so many different songs of it can hit any emotion. But with this song being so true, I'm just gonna read a few lyrics because some of these lyrics I can't say because of what's going on now. Now you see the new world. Okay, when the sharpest vibration saves you from observation, or the intelligence of your bed reacts, covering your head to toe with an air-filled sack. Wow. When the lines blur, every boy and girl, how we going to make it in this brave new world? That's the line right there. Love for one another. New world. Okay. When you want to find some isolation, but the tracker you got from the bap 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 keeps playing. You'll never walk alone over and over. There's always listening, especially on the phone. So when he's talking about Jabaroo or whatever you want to call it, um, already ahead of the game, warning you about those situations, especially with the isolation and the trackers, listening on your phone, tracking your every move. This was going on way in the 90s. We was way one from what they're going to be doing in the next century, what they're going to be doing like right now. He warned us. So 96 was always a pivotal year for songs that was warning us, like Prince had in New World, and you see the group Jamiroquai had in Virtual Insanity, trying to warn you about how dangerous the future is going to be. So yeah, Prince was on point with this. Like I say, with it being an electronic song, it never really caught on with the masses, especially the urban fans. But it being now that people seeing and how relevant it is now, it's just like the movie They Live and how relevant it is. And people seeing more and more, Prince was no joke for us when it came down to consciousness and his his spirituality and stuff he already saw Reed just not talking about and catching up. Yeah, this was Prince in a nutshell right here. So the song New World, important song, important lyrics. You check that out. Just listen to the lyrics, man. It's very informative. And today you need a song like this. So this is the Purple Ladder signing off with the Purple Ladder Spotlight, Prince, New World. And I'm going to sign off. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to say peace, God bless, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.